was just really surprised that there are people who are that way, negative or hateful comment, white man's land. The short answer to this question is go back to your country. What should I do? You look fit even after 2 kids. Do not press the record button. Cha. Sometimes I had to be carried or assisted. My husband does not support my content creation. I haven't got myself back. Q&As are meant for you to enjoy. So right now I would say grab a snack, grab a drink, because this is going to be a fun Q&A session. Hi everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Lola. I live in Airdrie, Alberta. On this channel, I share my lifestyle and I also provide informational videos that helps you to come to Canada, live and also survive here in Canada. So if you're looking for that type of content, make sure you stay locked in. Make sure you also subscribe to my channel if this is your first time of being here today. To my OG subscribers, thank you for always being here. I appreciate your engagements and I hope that we get to enjoy 2023 together. So happy new year and welcome to my channel. In this year 2023, I wanted us to have a tribe name, and so I came up with Lola Black Tribe or LB Tribe or LBT. So when I'm engaging with you now, I'm going to be calling you the LB Tribe, and I hope you like that name. Let me know in the comments. So for the official first video in 2023, I thought it was going to be a great idea to have a Q&A, learn more about me and what I'm about. I hope you enjoy watching Q&As because I absolutely enjoy binging on Q&As, and I'm really hoping that you enjoy this video today. So I asked you guys, my LB tribe, on YouTube and also on Instagram about questions that you like to ask me, and I got over 30 questions here, and I'm going to be jumping right into these questions. So this is just a quick disclaimer. You'll have to forgive me if I do not answer your question, because some of these questions actually require a whole video for me to be able to give you a proper answer. So the first question is, when did you come to Canada and how old were you? So I came to Canada in 2016. I was 24 years old and now I'm 31 years old. Next question, aside YouTubing, what other job do you do? So this question came twice, so I'm not going to acknowledge it in the next one. Exact same question, actually, like aside YouTubing, what else do you do? So I guess you really want to know this one. So I am a program manager for business coaching slash training organization. So basically we train entrepreneurs from the immigrant community who are looking to accelerate their retail readiness and push their physical products into big stores. So we do all kinds of programs for different groups of people, especially if you have a physical product that you like to push out into the big store. I highly recommend that you reach out to me so I can tell you more about our program. Also, we have an information session in January. So if you contact me, I'm definitely going to be sharing more information about that with you. To learn more about my professional background, please check out my LinkedIn profile if you'd like to know more. And you can contact me there, here on YouTube, or even on Instagram. Also, I'm a budding photographer. I enjoy taking pictures, but right now I'm trying to get into creative photography. I've been honing my skills and I'm actually looking forward to, doing more of that. Please feel free to follow my photography page. There isn't much on there, but I'm definitely working hard to make sure I'm posting more pictures on the page this year. So if you have any loved ones who are looking for a photographer for their birthday or family portraits, please let me know. Follow my photography page on Instagram and I'll be happy to connect with you over there. And if you let me know that you're from YouTube, I'll be happy to give you a discount. Also, I'm the founder of a community network known as Let's Be Friends. On Let's Be Friends, I connect people with each other, especially intending and new Canadian immigrants or people who've been here, who immigrated to Canada even a long time before, who are just looking to make friends and build their social network. Please follow us on Let's Be Friends because we have events where people are able to meet each other and just, collaborate and, network and all that good stuff. People have made best friends from there, people have got roommates from there, and people have got jobs from there. Actually, my current job, how I learned about that position to apply was because somebody from my network shared it with me. So there are so many opportunities on there that you can actually benefit from. So please do not forget to join us and share Let's Be Friends network with your friends as well. The next one is actually a comment. It says, "Your home is so beautiful. I can't wait to see the transformation." Thank you so much for this one. So if you're here for the first time, I would recommend my brand new house tour video. I'm going to be living up here. My family recently moved to Airdrie from Toronto in mid 2022, and I was able to walk you through my house. And yeah, it's great. So I recommend that you watch that video. The next one is, how often should we expect a video this year? In 2023, I would like to push out more content. However, I'm going to continue to do once a week because that's what's sustainable. And my plan is, as time allows, increase that to twice a week or as often as I can. The next question is, do you have any regrets with moving to Airdrie? This is a really good question because I get this question a lot from people who are, having their reservations about moving to Airdrie, Alberta. There are things that make Airdrie great. However, there are these little things that could make it better. So it's not a deal breaker for us. So these little things that could make it better that are not there currently are things that they're actually working on. But still, it doesn't make me feel like I regret moving to Airdrie. In another video, I'm going to be sharing more insights about life in Airdrie and the things that could make Airdrie better. If you have watched this video up until this point and you find it interesting and you're interested in learning more about my journey and about life in Airdrie, please make sure you take a pause, take a moment, hit that subscribe button and also the like button. Just let me know that you like this video so far very, very much. Thank you. Next question. Is it really worth it to buy a brand new home? So whether it's worth it to buy a brand new home or not will really depend on your situation. It's not like there's a yes or no answer to this one. And to help you to answer this question, I think you need professional advice. It's actually free for you to consult with real estate agents or mortgage brokers. The reason why you need a mortgage broker is because they are professionals that can help you take your financial situation into consideration and they will tell you what makes financial sense for you. Now, if they say, okay, how ready are you to move? Are you ready to move now? Because when you do a pre-approval, you have 120 days, validity on that document for you to buy a house. If you're going to be buying a house out of province, for example, like we did, is that enough time for you to plan a move? And for us, that was the whole reason why we said, a pre-construction would be the best option because it takes, a while for the house to be built. So we have enough time to prepare ourselves to move, even though technically 8 months wasn't enough still. So I would say speak with a mortgage broker first, and then you can now ask a real estate agent what makes sense. The next question is, my family and I want to move to Airdrie. What's your advice? I think I've sort of like said this. I'm going to make another video where I talk about this more in depth, but I would say, what are you looking for out of your life? Are you looking for, more balance? Are you looking to have more time on your hands? Yes, being in Alberta will give you that. Are you looking to save more? Yes, being in Alberta will give you that because life is more affordable here. Also, Airdrie is a small city with over 70,000 people, and most of them are young families with lots of children. So Airdrie is a very family-based city. So if that's what you're looking for, by all means, come. Here in Airdrie, I get to meet a lot of young professionals who are doing so well in their career and they have like fun with their kids, they have time on their hands. So I think, yeah, Airdrie is a good place for us. I can't speak for you, but I would say everything being equal, this is a wonderful place for you to raise your family. Okay, so we're getting there. Next question is, how long does it take you to make a video? Oh God, you don't want to know. Like, I would say on a good day, on a very, very good day, about 8 to 10 hours. It does take a while. Prepping for the video, filming, editing, and then posting. Posting alone could take at least 1 hour of my time. So yeah, anytime I come here and I show up for you guys, know that a lot of love has gone into making that video. The next question is, what type of content should we expect this year? Very good question, because a lot of you have been asking me for vlogs. Apparently, you enjoy watching vlogs, even though my vlogs have not done as well as I expected them to do. But if that's what you want, I will definitely be working on more vlogs. They are not easy to make, but I'll do my best. And then also live stream. I would like to do some live streaming this year, and that's because I feel like now that we are a tribe, the LB tribe, I want us to have like a real community, and engaging with you guys in real time is something I want to get to do more. So that I'm there, I'm watching you, and we're chatting, and I'm responding to your chats, and who knows, I could even invite one of you to join me in a conversation. I think that would be really fun. Also, I would like to collaborate with my husband this year on a few videos, because my husband loves to cook and he's open to me filming while we cook. So I think that would be great. Now we have a lot of space to move around in the kitchen, and I think it'll be fun. He loves watching cooking videos. So I think that would be really fun to actually make a cooking video that he can now watch, from his own family. Also, sit down information videos like I've been doing for the most part of my channel. I think that's mostly why people come to my channel, because they know that they can get information. I feel like most of my subscribers know me for sit down videos, because my sit down videos are like information packed. But yeah, I'll find ways to make the sit down videos a lot more fun, as opposed to me just sitting down in one spot. So this question is in two parts. It says, my husband does not support my content creation. Does your husband support you? Did you have to do anything to make him support you? What should I do? Okay, so this is a dilemma. I completely understand this person's dilemma, because I know, as a content creator, I know how important it is to take your partner's feelings into consideration when you're, creating. But here's what I'm going to say. I would say, why not have a sit down with him and ask him what part of content creation makes him uncomfortable? If maybe you intend vlogging, because I feel like vlogging might be where you're having trouble, because if you want to be sharing information about your family, you're going to be putting your family out there, right? And maybe that's what it is. But if it's just going to be you sitting down and making information videos, or doing tutorials about your hair or makeup, I don't know, like, is that a problem for him? I think you should ask him what part of it, he's comfortable with. And then maybe you can start where you're both comfortable with. And who knows, it could grow on him. You know what's funny? These men, um, they may not really understand it or see why you're doing it until you start bringing home the checks. That's always a good motivation, right? So maybe it will grow on him then. But don't put too much pressure on yourself to start, oh, I want to make money, I want to make money. That shouldn't be the driving force. Do it because you enjoy it. And I'm sorry that you have to second guess it because of how he feels, but maybe you really should sit down and have a conversation with him, and maybe you can meet halfway. And yes, my husband supports me. He met me doing it, so it was just something that he just like, okay, it wasn't a conversation, like it's a part of my life. So yeah, it wasn't. So yeah, he supports me. The next question is, you look fit even after two kids. Do you work out? I used to work out. I feel flattered that you think I still look fit. I don't feel fit. If you go past in my videos, you really see how toned I was before I had my second child. When I was pregnant with my second, I had this pelvic bone pain. There's a medical name for that, but I'm not going to disturb you. I'm speaking with you as a layman. So I'm just going to, yeah. So that pain really limited my mobility, and I couldn't do much. Even walking 10 minutes was a hassle for me. Sometimes I had to be carried or assisted to do day to day stuff, and that was very difficult. And I sort of like lost my ability to do physical activities then. And up until now, my son is 18 months old. I haven't got myself back. Um, but I'm definitely working on being more physically active in 2023, because my body does not feel as great as it used to feel when I used to be active. And my physical activities really were like dancing and stretching, It wasn't like going to the gym or anything. It was just taking long walks, just doing lifestyle things basically. It wasn't like I had a gym routine or anything, because those difficult exercises don't work for me, I find. So yeah, just doing fun things like dancing and yoga, squats were very helpful. So I'm going to get back to those. The next question is, how do you balance your life? Um, the short answer to this question is, I do not have a balanced life, and that's me being honest. Um, I just go one day at a time. There are things I plan for, of course, but there are things that I can't really tell you that I know how I do. I realize that my life is difficult because of mom life and personal life and home stuff and wife stuff and work stuff. Um, it's just a lot for me sometimes. So I'm just like, okay, the things that you have control over, try to do them in a way that it doesn't feel like work. My husband doesn't work from home, so I'm the one that's home for the most part. So I tend to do more of the heavy lifting when it comes to weekday chores, and then on the weekend, then he makes up and supports in that way. So when I'm going about my life on a day to day, I have systems I've sort of like put in place that helps me distract myself from the work that I'm doing. So if, say for example, I'm doing laundry, I'm watching a movie or I'm listening to a TEDx talk, or I'm listening to music, just something that doesn't make me focus too much on that thing that I'm doing. So that way it's more relaxing for me. And you know what? I do only what I can. Before I used to say, oh, I'm going to do this and do that. But if I cannot put away laundry for 3 days, then that's how it's going to be. If my husband is not able to get to it, then that's how it's going to be. We just take it easy. Sometimes I'm just like, I'm too stressed, babe. Let's watch a movie. I think the biggest challenge with balancing our lives is not having the support that we need that could help things better, especially with raising children. If we had help with the kids, it would be so much better. But that's one of the perks of living in Canada. But yeah, I'm hoping that as the kids get older, it gets better. The next question is, I actually like this question. It says, what are some of the challenges you experience as a content creator? Oh my God. Oh my God. Where do I start from? If you're a content creator and you're listening to this, have you ever filmed a video 4 times? Like the same video, have you ever filmed it 4 times? Have you ever tried to film and you are talking for 30 minutes and you realize that you did not press the record button? Cha. How about the times when you film a video and it's all good and everything, and then you're editing and you realize that your lashes were lifting? Let me tell you, people, I can't. You see these lashes, eh? My lashes have a mind of their own. I'm not wearing lashes today because I'm like, I couldn't be bothered. I love lashes. I do it for me. Like when I wear makeup, I'm doing it for me. I enjoy wearing makeup. I love it. It's something I enjoy doing, right? The process of it. I love it. Um, but you see, wearing lashes, there are some days that the lashes will just decide that they don't want to be worn. And I will not really realize I'll put them well, but because there's a lot of prepping that goes before filming, and then I'm editing the video and I'm looking at myself and I'm like, oh. Or is it when my headband is not properly covered? Or is it when, like, there was one video I filmed, I think in 2020. I was editing the video before I realized that the track of my clipping extension was showing. I was like, see, I'm glad that people are not here for beauty tips, because I would have failed woefully. So years ago in 2012, I tried to be a makeup artist once, but I just couldn't keep up. But now that I'm a photographer, if maybe a client comes in and they want like mild makeup, I can just do like a quick 15 to 20 minutes for them. But if you want to do like crazy, crazy makeup and look like a doll, I'm not your girl. Yeah, that's not me. So forgive me anytime you see my lashes, the track, see, just forget about it. For me, there are things that I'm just not capable of doing properly, and I've learned to accept that. So yeah, those are some of the challenges that I face when I'm creating. Um, there are just so many things to put into consideration, and it's not easy work. It's not. Another challenge I face is, let me put this in a Nigerian way, when the creator bug has decided not to bite you. Okay, what what do I create? Like, there's just a creator block, you know? I don't know what to create. And then I have to go on YouTube and then go on Instagram to find motivation. So I know my way around that. But yeah, that's definitely a challenge for sure. Another challenge with content creating is dealing with negative or hateful comments. They are there, they will always come. I think that I've sort of developed a thicker skin for it. Like initially, I used to be in my feelings about those negative comments, like when people say, go back to your country. It used to affect me, but now I'm like, this is not a white man's land, like people say. Like, you left your Africa to a white man's land. And I'm like, I have every right to be here as much as you think you do. So don't come to me with that. And depending on the type of day I'm having, I'm going to respond. And when I respond, I treat your ignorance like and then some other days I just ignore. I just have to wear my big girl pants and deal with it sometimes and accept that, it's part of being a creator. Another challenge I face is the unrealistic expectation that has been bestowed on me as a creator. I'm someone who provides information, whether here on YouTube or on Instagram. And a lot of the time, people reach out to me for information. And there are times when I'm just dealing with my own personal stuff and I'm not able to get to Instagram or respond to all the messages, especially when the inquiry is requiring me to give like a detailed, response, right? And I remember this was even last week. Someone had messaged me, and I was dealing with a lot of stuff over the new year, family and things, and I was really tired, and I wasn't really active on Instagram. Unknowing to me, someone had reached out to me, and their message was in my request, which I barely go to. But for some reason, I went there, and I realized that this person had messaged me, I think, 2 or 3 days prior, and they had messaged me twice. So the first message was like 2 or 3 days before, and then the message was, days after. And then the second message said, it's okay if you don't want to answer me. And it was just something about an attitude. And ah, I was just really surprised that there are people who are that way, You don't think that this person has a personal life. You don't think that this is a holiday period. And maybe this person is just focused on spending time with their family. Anyway, I responded and I said, hey, sorry, I'm just getting to see your message. It was in my request and I haven't been online much. And then I gave them the answer to the question that they asked. It's funny because she read and she did not respond. No, no, thank you. There was no acknowledgement to say, hey, thank you, I appreciate whatever, whatever. No, nothing. Like, it's just too much pressure. Please be kind. That's all I'm just going to say. We are human beings too. So, yeah, that was that. And that's not the first time I'm having that type of encounter. Like, there are so many things I can't even begin to tell you. But it's funny how people follow you, unfollow you, follow you again, unfollow you. And you're like, Auntie, choose where you want to be. Do you want to follow or do you not want to follow? You know? So yeah, it's a bit of a struggle. Like, what is in your head? What are you thinking when you're playing these games? Like, for me, it's just really simple. If you like someone's content, follow them. And you don't even have to engage, just enjoy, right? That's the least you can do if you really like their content. There's no need to play games. But yeah. The next question is, what advice do you have for a new YouTuber? If you're a new YouTuber, I would say just do it. Like, enjoy the process. YouTubing can be fun, it can also be lucrative. But if your motive for creating content is just for you to make money out of it, you may be discouraged because you may and you may not. Another thing is the money might not come as fast as you want it to come. So when you start a YouTube channel, you're posting every day thinking that it's your daily post that's going to boost your channel to make you start making income, then you're going to be in the wrong because it's not like that. That way, it's not sustainable for you to do it that way. So I would say do it, enjoy it, pace yourself. Just pace yourself. Because when you start with such high energy, you're most likely going to burn out and you're also most likely to not enjoy the process of content creation. The next question is there a gym in Airdrie? And then the second part is, other than YouTube, what do you do? Yes, there are gyms in Airdrie. Airdrie is not a village. And then I already answered what I do. The next question is, where do you get your headband wigs? I love the headband wig you've been wearing. So I guess this person is talking about the headband wig I've been wearing in my past few videos, the Afro one. I got that from AliExpress. This is also a headband wig. It's from Unice Hair. And most of my wigs are actually from AliExpress. It's funny how I have so many wigs. The reason I have so many wigs is just because like I like hair, and it's not easy for me to style my natural hair on the go, as opposed to if I wanted to style my wig, it takes me 5 minutes or less to just do that really quickly, and I can get a nice new look in just a space of minutes. And I mostly wear kinky curly hair or jerry curly hair like this, or the kinky straight. The next question is, you are so beautiful. What do you use for skincare? What do you do for skincare? I like to keep my skincare very basic. I do not like too many steps. So for moisturizing my skin, which is the most important thing for me, I feel like I have blemishes, so my skin is not perfect, but keeping my skin moisturized allows, for the texture of my skin to be maintained, because having dry skin makes you more prone to having skin conditions. So the most important thing for me is keeping my skin moisturized, especially in the winter months when you tend to get drier. So what I do is I shower with a moisturizing bath gel. I use the Olay. And then I use other moisturizers, but my main moisturizer that has done it for me for many years is the Nivea. So at some point, I started making my own lotion, but my ingredients were too expensive and sometimes they were not even in stock. So I went back to using Nivea. So I mixed this with any carrier oil of my choice, and then I seal with Vaseline just to lock in that moisture. For my face also, I keep it really simple. I have other facial products, but this is always my number one. This Clean and Clear Morning Burst. I use it all the time. And then I used to use La Roche-Posay's products, but since the last 3.5 months, I decided to try on Faded. So I've been trying Faded for a few months now. So if you have hyperpigmentation, it's supposed to help you deal with that. So if you have like severe hyperpigmentation, I think you need to be patient if you need to use this product. I use this only once a day, mostly at night, when I shower. So after I shower at night or wash my face at night, I now moisturize with this Nivea anti-firming day cream. So this is the day one I use during the day. There's a night one that I've discarded because I've run out. So this Nivea Q10 has a day and night one, but this is the day one. So I just really keep my products very simple. Also, there is this serum from Merit Beauty that I've been using on and off for about a month now. And the reason why I've been using it on and off is because I'm so accustomed to my other stuff that it's not the first thing I grab. And I'm also kind of like saving it because I love to wear it under makeup. This thing would take your makeup to the next level if you moisturize with it and then wear your makeup on top of it. It is amazing. So it's called the Merit Great Skin Instant Glow Serum. And I really love this thing. So it's a luxury glow serum. I think that's one of the reasons why I only use it when my face really needs that touch, because it glows up your skin, it takes away the dullness. So I really like that. So that's about skincare. Next question. If you had a chance to live anywhere else in the world, where would it be? I would say anywhere tropical, anywhere I can have access to the beaches or fresh fruits and lakes. That would be a primary location for me. I love I love nature. Next question is, what are you most excited about this year? I'm excited about growth. I'm excited to scale in different areas of my life. I want to grow on YouTube. I'm thinking this crazy idea of getting to like 100K subscribers in 2023. I know it's ridiculous, but it's possible. And I'm going to work hard towards that. God help me. And you guys help me too, help me achieve that goal. I remember in January of 2019, I had 220 something subscribers. Are you kidding me? We're almost at 7K. I mean, there are people who grow overnight. In almost 7 years of YouTubing, that has not been my story. And I'm okay with my growth. I'm not even complaining at all. I'm so grateful because only 2020 here, I celebrated 1K subscribers. And now in 2023, I'm almost at 7K, and I have you all to thank for that. But yeah, I'm excited about growth. The next question is, what's your favorite thing about Airdrie? Okay. So for this one, if you ask me to describe Airdrie in one sentence, I would say Airdrie is a small city with the heart and soul of a big one. Everything is here, everything is close by. You could get from point A to point B in 7 to 12 minutes within Airdrie. Stores are big, places are, you have options. Another thing I love about here, I already mentioned before, is the quality of people here. Like young professionals doing well in different careers. Um, it's just nice. The next question is, why so beautiful? Thank you. Oh gosh, let's go. Let's speed this up. Next question is, how do you manage stress and stay motivated? I think I've sort of like talked about this before. I just really look for people who inspire me, and sometimes what really saves me is getting on the phone and talking with somebody that I enjoy talking with. Someone I know that talking with them gives me a lot of, you know, good energy, makes me feel happy. I'm just on the phone talking with them and just having a great time. And sometimes I may not want to speak with anyone. I just want to be by myself, be with my family. And I think the biggest motivation for me really is my family, like having them and having their support. One thing about me is I thrive on love and support, and I'm so thankful because I actually have a lot of that in my life. I have a lot of people who love and support me, and that's something that I do not take for granted. The next question is, what is your advice for new and upcoming creators on how to stay relevant and consistent? I think I sort of like touched on staying consistent when I gave the advice for the new YouTuber. But personally, I think that the main thing about staying relevant is just being your authentic self. Create content that solves real life issues. Create content that people can relate to on a day to day. Imagine a content creator showing me her designer closet. But really, how many people on average have luxury items? So for me, even though I enjoy watching those content, I'll prefer to watch someone who's more relatable, you know? For example, I shop a lot from, Boohoo, Fashion Nova, Shein. I really want to see content creators who are showcasing, who are styling, these outfits from where I shop. It makes sense to me. I already shared my struggle with how wearing eyelash is hard for me. I would definitely go on YouTube and watch how to wear lash by yourself easily, of course. So creating content that solves people's problems, that answers their how, why, when, whatever, is definitely relevant. Also, know what value you're bringing. If you're a comedian, do it well. If you're a makeup artist, do it well. Um, so yeah, really. And then as for staying consistent, I would say publish content um, on a schedule that is realistic for you. The next question is, I just discovered your channel from France. Oh, thank you. How is baby's education system work? How does baby's education system work? So this person is asking about daycare services, and I already answered them in the DM because this was a question that she wanted an answer to. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make a different video because the way daycare works in Canada is different from province to province. The next question is, did you find that migrating to Canada negatively impacted your marriage or relationship at all? No, this question does not particularly apply to me, but I can see where it's coming from. Because I can understand how a couple coming from another country and then, immersing themselves in the Canadian culture can affect their relationship as parents, and, also financial obligations and physical responsibilities and things like that. So I definitely see how someone's marriage could be impacted, especially in a place like Canada where, things are done differently. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe find someone um, to have a conversation with who is able to, throw more light on their own experience. The next question is, how do you manage being a mom, wife, and professional in Canada? The thing is, sometimes I go through a day and I'm like, I don't know how I got through today, but I just did it. I think I would say I just put my best foot forward. I show up every day. Um, and yeah, take one day at a time. That's all I do. I can't tell you that I have a strategy that you can employ. I can't really think about it. And like I said before, I just find, systems that I put in place that helps me alleviate my stress, I guess. Now, the last question. Oh, I'm so excited to be wrapping this up because this has been a very long video. So this question says, um, what would you say to prospective immigrants who believe that Canada has changed and become harder where house prices are concerned? Getting a job and just immigrating. Do you think that Canada is still a good option for young families? Of course, yeah. Canada is a growing country. No matter how you look at Canada, Canada will always, you know, need immigrants. This is a country that was built on the backs of immigrants. So yeah, if Canada is on the table for you, I do not think that you should rule it out. Um, what I think you should be doing is speaking to a professional, maybe an immigration consultant, who can advise you based on what options you have, given your experiences and things like that. And I would say when you come to Canada, or if you're intending to come to Canada, do not set yourself up for failure by putting yourself on under pressure to buy a home. Between 2020 and 2022, many Canadian immigrants were able to afford homes because of the lower interest rates. And then in 2022, it started to go up. But 2020, 2021, the rates were super low that many people were able to afford homes. Now, I don't want to believe that when people buy homes, it's out of pressure or anything like that. For us, it wasn't a case of we must buy a home and we must do it at all costs. It was a need. And the life that we had in Toronto wasn't supporting what we needed as a family. And we had the opportunity, we explored it, and it worked out. The reality of the matter is, not every immigrant is going to be able to buy a home or afford a home. Not every immigrant is even going to want to stay in Canada. There are some immigrants who come here, stay for 5 years, and go back because they're like, no, I don't want to live in this country anymore. Or I'm getting older. I just want to go back home and stay with my kids, or, living to take care of sick parents. Not everyone is going to want to live here forever. So if your goal is, oh, I want to come to Canada and within the first year I want to buy a home, even though it might be possible, in the event that you're coming to Canada with a shitload of money, it's also something that can make you feel like you're doing badly in life if you've not achieved it, because it's just untimely, it's premature, then it's going to put a burden on you. So why put yourself through that? So if you desire to buy a home, find out information, work through it. I believe that no matter the time or the year you want to buy, you will find something. It might require you to move to another city or another province, but you'll find something. So I would say if you're looking to come here. Give yourself a chance to grow and enjoy the process of that growth. And when it's time for you to get to that level that you want to get to, it will happen. Anyways, this video has been super long. I hope that you watch it to this point, and I want to thank you for doing that. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel before you leave today. Share my video. Smash that like button if you like this Q&A very much. I'm only going to be doing Q&A so much in a year, so that's why I made this one as detailed as possible. I'm wishing you the best 2023 has to offer. I'm looking forward to engaging with you and getting to know you all as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in my next video. Until then, bye bye.